it's J. Ron. Stay back at the video in another video. Before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe. That would mean a lot. This is my third time recording this video, but I'm gonna give it another shot. So, hello, my name is James. If you don't know me, now you know. I go by J Rhymes. That's my stage name. Yeah. So, I really have been interested in just finding myself, finding the root cause of what is happening to me in this realm. Because I don't know if you know, but we're in a spiritual battle with ourselves. And it's either you can go finding the truth and fixing the flaw, or you can stay in the flaw and never fix the truth. I'm 22, I'm about to be 23, and I have had the craziest year of all years for myself. A lot of growth, a lot of internal inspection, a lot of reflection. And through that, I ended up going into the hospital for 9 days, and I was in the hospital for my mental health, and I got a lot of time to reflect on what I wanted to do, how I wanted to be, and all these little things that I haven't been focusing on because of societalistic thinking. But once I had time to sit with myself, and I sat with myself, I realized the direction I want to go in. And I ran into this book. This book, I haven't finished it all the way. I've never really been a severe book reader, so it's kind of hard to read in a hospital because you're thinking about everything else. But I really sat down with myself and I gave it a chance, and I took it home with me. And this book is The Treasure Principle by Randy Alcorn. I don't know if you can see it because it's like kind of backwards for y'all. But this book is 159 pages, and it's a good read. I feel like if you are into introspection and growth within yourself, this is a good book to read because it's about money and how we don't understand the spirituality of energy and money. So yeah, but what I really wanted to talk about today, and the reason why I even got into this video, is because it talked about something in the Bible, and I've really been getting more faithful and more just trying to understand more knowledge. And in that, I ran across this Bible verse in Luke 12:22-31, and I'm gonna read you some stuff if you don't mind. You can stay if you want, but it says, the cure for anxiety. It says, therefore I tell you, don't worry about your life, where you will eat, or about the body, what you will wear. For life is more than food, and the body more than clothing. Then it says, when you get to the bottom, it says, sell your possessions and give to the poor. Make money bags for yourself that won't grow old. For where your treasure is, there your heart will also be. And I sat there, and I don't know about you, but for me, for the longest time, I've been just programmed to think that I need to have this, I need to have that, I need to have this, and that. And like, when you're a kid, you can sit with yourself and honestly just play and be by yourself. When you're a teen, you want to just be alone and be in your own energy, finding yourself. But once you step out of that and you mesh into the world, what the world wants you to do, how the world wants you to be, it's all about the money, the book. the reason why I'm even talking about this Bible verse is because it all stems from just anxiety of life. Anxiety of the things that we really don't need to pay attention to. The anxiety of corruption, and not corruption for yourself, but also just for everything you are and everything you knew. It says, I'm just gonna read the example in the book. It says, example, the raven. They don't sow or reap. They don't have a storage room, but God feeds them. If then you're not able to do even a little thing, why worry about the rest? And just hearing that alone, and me learning different things, and me sitting down with myself, and me having to sit down with myself in the hospital, I realized that I've been going about things all wrong. Maybe, I'm not saying I'm materialistic. I've never really been that materialistic, but I want things. But have you ever seen the same cycle? You are poor, you don't have anything. You become rich, successful in society's terms, have all this money, work all these years, for then not to give back a single dime, for not to give back to yourself or others, worrying about other people's whereabouts and how they dress, and it doesn't matter. See, we get so anxious about the process of society that we forget about who we are morally, our moral compass. Most people want to give, they just acquire money and are scared to lose it, or they're scared to not have enough. And that's why I said the raven does not need to have a storage room of food and supplies, because God is always feeding them. And that comes back to us. We are human. We feel like we could do everything on our own until we can't do anything. Right now we're having a drought in the East Coast. I'm from, the East Coast, so, and they're saying that we're in a drought. There's nothing that we can do except depend on God, and not depend on God in the way you think, because everybody has a different way of doing things, but it's just taking the anxiety factor away. Why do we scramble our mind? Why do we oppress ourselves? Because we don't have the things we need. Because we're not really focused on the right things. We want to have money so we can show people off. We want to have money so we can have power. We want to have money so we can flex. That word flex is a toxic term, because in reality, we're not building anything good. We're actually enabling the ego. We're actually enabling the insecurity. When you give back, don't you feel good? When you stop thinking about yourself, I'm not saying totally stop thinking about yourself, but don't go overboard in being selfish. Don't go overboard in thinking that these necessities that you have are going to benefit you. Because how many times have we gotten a pair of shoes and then in 3 months, sweetie, we're not happy again. We're not satisfied. Because we're not feeding our soul what we need. We're not feeding our soul what we we're not feeding it. We're actually just becoming more insecure. Because the more and more we see other people have things, we want more of that. Knowing that that's not really what we need. It's what we want. And sometimes what we want is going the opposite of where we should be. We need to focus on giving back, selling our possessions. Because where your treasure is, your heart will stay. So if you are focused on the clothes, the chain, then that's where your heart will be, earthly. But if you focus on putting your money and your aspirations into positive things, I'm not saying totally strip yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is step outside of yourself to see that there's more beauty in the world than being anxious about the things that we don't need. This book has taught me a lot. Like I said, The Treasure Principle of Randy Alcorn. If you want to learn how to spiritually get your money up, this is the book for you. What they say is true. Knowledge is something that can't be taken away from you. So learn, open your eyes, wake up to the fact of the matter of you don't need to be anxious, thou shalt not fear, because in reality, there's nothing we can do. Put your energy into a currency that's actually going to be wealthy. And it's not anything on this earth. Stop thinking we have control. That's another thing. Because the things that we have control of now, we're not going to have later. When you die, you don't take anything with you except you. And if you take yourself, right, and it's your time, will you regret not giving back? Will you regret not going in the right direction? Changing your perspective, because sometimes your perspective can be skewed. That's why there's different perspectives around you to form one. You just gotta open up. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. I love y'all. Peace. Stay safe.